Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the qualities of an announcer. As we all know that announcer is a particular word which is used for those who communicates over the public airwaves. An announcer can be present in a medium like radio, television, and if someone is using electronic amplification, as in auditorium, stadium, or theater, they can also be treated or termed as announcer. But there are certain categories, and these categories are defined. And when someone use a particular medium, we call them by the name which is basically defined for the announcer in that particular medium. For example, broadcast journalism. In broadcast journalism, generally we call anchors, newsreaders, and these days when you are watching a program where you have an anchor moderating the debate or moderating the debate where number of panelists are there. But if you are using radio as a medium of communication, then the same terminology will not be used. In radio, we have radio jockeys, radio announcer, and in public show, the announcers are persons who basically attracts audience through their verbal and non-verbal skills. And they host special programs as well. They conduct interview. Even in public affair program, the interviewer is also someone who is using public airwaves, and we can call him a presenter or an announcer. So when you are using radio as a medium of communication or television as a medium of communication, and you are willing to become a newsreader or someone who is willing to host a television program, must have certain qualities. And the number one quality which is very important for a newsreader, a presenter, or an anchor is the pleasant speech, a sound. Understanding of the subject is very important for an announcer or a presenter. But if someone who is or who has understanding of the subject really well, but if he or she is not able to clearly communicate it to the audience, then there is no use of having that knowledge. So what is important for a presenter or an anchor or a newsreader is ability to produce clear sound. Not only clear sound, when you are speaking, take time and speak things which are important. You must have seen many leaders who deliver speech, and one of the most reputed leader in terms of engaging the audience is Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And if you go through the video of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, you'll find that he used to take a lot of time while delivering the speech. While delivering his speech, he used to take ample time, and if you analyze his speech, you will find that the words and sentences he used were really classy, and the audiences love those words and sentences. At times we feel like he is very slow in delivering words and sentences, but if you look at the overall impacts, you'll find that he was a very good communicator. That's why he avoided many a times things which generally leaders commit, or generally leaders say in public meeting and speak in public meeting. So it is better to take time than delivering things randomly or without planning. So even if you are taking pauses, or even if you are taking little more time in delivering your information, that's not a problem. But in certain profession, delivery of words follow a particular guideline. So in normal or routine way, when we talk with our friends, we generally speak 120 to 180 words. If we are using audio as a medium of communication, we generally speak 120 to 180 words. And if you count those words, you'll find that we speak 2 to 3 words per second. But if you follow this formula in audiovisual medium, I think this is too fast. Delivering 120 and 180 words per minute is acceptable in radio, but I don't think it is acceptable in television or film. We all know that television is a medium of immediacy and a visual medium. The use of audio in television is to supplement or to complement the visual information. So as a interviewer, as a anchor, you're not only talking, you're basically using visuals also to communicate information. Your communication must follow the visual guidelines rather than audio. Otherwise, people may shift from television to one channel to another channel. People are watching television just because they want to see images. They are not there to listen to audio. Yes, audio is important, but visuals are must dominate. If you do not have good visuals and if you have good audio, that is not going to keep your audience for a longer period. So as a audio-visual communicator, this is my suggestion to all the anchors, presenters, that you must keep good visuals also in order to attract your audience. The other things that we generally see in an anchor or a presenter or a game host, the confidence, the level of confidence that you have, and how that confidence comes. See, nothing is better than success. If you are a successful man, you can speak confidently. And how success comes? It comes through constant practice. Look at Kapil Sharma's show. It's a very popular program. And if you look at the Kapil Sharma, the game host, the host of the program, he is so confident that while delivering things or while interacting with his guests, he even converts his weaknesses as a very good point to sell. He is not a bad person. He is not a poor in English or English conversation. But he understands that if he keep on repeating that he is very poor in English, this will sell and the audience would definitely love it. In India, where the majority is Hindi speaking population, if Kapil Sharma is saying that my English is bad and he keeps on adding, interesting English sentences in between his interviews with the guest, and now see that particular weakness is a selling point of his Kapil Sharma's shows. So he is very confident and he does not hesitate in even saying things which we feel like are really bad to speak in public. The kind of words and sentences he used, which are very desi words and sentences. But he is so confident, and that confidence came from where? The confidence came from the success of the program, Kapil Sharma's program. And the superstars, Akshay Kumar, Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone, Priyanka Chopra, all of them basically not only give Kapil Sharma space for asking questions which they generally don't allow to other interviewers, and they don't find it interfering in their private space also. So Kapil Sharma is not only able to extract things which other interviewer or announcer or presenters are not able to extract from their interviewees, but also making it very interesting. which in my opinion is an art. And when you express confidence with confidence, you are connecting yourself with the audience. And that art, if anybody is willing to learn, must learn from the Kapil Sharma show. It's a wonderful one to learn that how a person from remote areas of Punjab is now ruling the television channels and demanding money. That's why people say that money is floating. If you have guts to grab it, you can grab it. And Kapil Sharma is doing that. He's grabbing it with both hands. But for that, he worked really hard. For 10 years, if you look at his journey, he worked hard as a comedian. And he not only have the ability to make people laugh, but if you look at his individual abilities, he is a very good singer also, which basically adds in the personality of an anchor or a presenter or interviewer. If you have a special quality, that will add in your personality. So Kapil Sharma is a great example of multiple talent, and he knows it very well, and he uses each and everything really fantastically well. So as an example of an anchor, I think Kapil Sharma is the best person to see, best person to follow. And there are other qualities which I feel anchors should have. Communicate your ideas clearly, both orally and non-verbally. And if you are able to communicate your idea well, then half the battle is already won. Communication, we know that plays very important role. And we see people who are really very good in spoken English, or they are really good in Hindi, but they are not able to communicate whatever they have. And that is again because they do not understand the basic way of communicating ideas and informations. And they lack confidence. You know, when you are using, say, radio as a medium of communication, you must know how to use microphone. When you are using television as a medium of communication, since radio is a unisense medium and television is a bisense medium. In radio, nobody can see you. But in television, everyone is watching you. So, more than 1 billion eyes watching you from different corners of the world. And even a single mistake while delivering the program is observed by millions and billions of people. So you are being noticed throughout the program, not only during the program, but after that also. Your program is recorded and is available on different platforms these days. And people identify, even if they miss something during the live broadcast, they have the capacity or even power to identify, observe, highlight your mistakes after that. So as a producer, as a programmer, as an announcer, your job is very difficult in television. And if your program is live, then the level of problem goes many times. If your program is edited one, then you can use the editing for eliminating things which you feel not really required in the program. So as a communicator, I also feel that communication will be effective, interesting, and you can engage your audience if you are confident, if you understand your medium well, if you are well versed, if you have researched your subject well, and if your speech, sound, quality of sound, where you are manipulating not only pitch but taking proper breathing space and delivering your things, ideas, thoughts, information effectively, and by following these qualities that I have described, you can practice and develop the art of becoming a better presenter, communicator. I know that nobody is perfect. When I started my career, I was not able to even speak words and sentences in English. I was introduced English as a language of communication in class 6th. But I practiced and I feel like now I am confident. And India, a country where 90%, even more than 19% population is not properly educated, and their first language is Hindi or their mother language, mother tongue is Kannada, Tamil, Telugu. They all face difficulty in interacting in English. Spoken English is a big problem. But we can develop the art of speaking that too in English with a little effort. And if we learn it, don't take it as a challenge to your mother tongue. Take it as a language, English, and learn it for improving your personality. Learn it for reading the literature, good literature available in English language. So the ideas that you have, which are basically restricted to your language, will now have more and more information, and you can use those information, use those things for not only helping your personality as a communicator, but also you can use it for your classroom. Thank you, students, and hope that you got the enough material to ponder about the qualities of an announcer, presenter, newsreader, and in the next class I'll again take examples of radio announcer, television announcer, and now new media platforms, and we will discuss about the changing requirement or qualities for multiple platform broadcasting medium announcer. Thank you very much.